Okay, so let's now find the the measures of dispersion of a group data. So we have here the sample variance, the sample standard deviation. So the sample variance is just the summation of the frequency times the square of the difference between the class mark x minus the mean squared over n minus 1. Therefore, the standard deviation is just the square root of the sample variance, no? Which is the square root of, again, this summation of f times x minus x bar squared over n minus 1. So it could be also, no, it could be also as, what do you call this, a parameter. So when we talk about the parameter, so we have the variables for population. So if we want to find the population variance and the population standard deviation, so it will be similar, but and no, they had different symbols, but they mean the same. But the main difference here is that the denominator will be n or large n instead of n minus 1. So the small n means the number of data points of the sample, n or the large n is the number of data points of the population. So finally remember this. Yeah. So let's say we have a given data, which is the wages per day of the laborers in a certain construction. Find the sample variance and the standard sample standard deviation. I think this is the sample standard deviation as well. So if we have this given wages and the frequency of that, so we can already know the class width, which is I is equal to 5. No? So we have 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, which is 5 integers. So the class width will be 5. And the frequency table, no? So we have the frequencies of this different ranges or the different classes. So if we find the total of these frequencies, we have the n is equal to 50. Now, what is important to solve here is that if we want to say, let's find the sample standard deviation or actually the sample variance na lang, no? This is equal to, we have the summation of f times x minus x bar squared all over n minus 1. Ano? So we want to find the, we have to find first the mean. So the mean and the class midpoint, and then the difference, and then the square of that difference to find, and then the sum of this f times the difference of the square, no? To find this sample variance. So this is sample variance, no? So to find that, we want to find x, so which is the class mark, the midpoint. So the midpoint of this is what? No, so 80 plus 84 over 2, that is 82. And then for this one, we have 77 and so on. So we want to also find to find the mean, we have f times x, diba? So to find the mean, we have x bar is equal to the summation of fx over n. Ano? So fx, which is the frequency times class mark, that is 8 times 82 for this first row. So we have to do this as well, no? But I won't write that anymore. So f times x here, so 8 times 82 is 656. And then 924, 477 times 12. You know, and then do this again for the other rows. And then we want to also find, so after doing that, you have to find the summation of this fx. Okay, so find the sum of this product of f and x. And then to find the mean, so again, the mean, just want to find this later, no? And then after doing that, you have to find the difference, ano? So another column here, we have the x minus x bar. Okay? So how do we find the x minus x bar? Sige, calculate na natin, no? So we have, where is the calculator? So I already solved the mean, ano? So the mean here is 71.74. So calculate this, no? How do we find the 71.74? Sige. Let's start with f times x, no? So the summation of f times x, we have 6.56 plus 924 and so on. So I already have this calculated. So we have 1152 and then plus 871. plus 558 all over n. So n here, the total number is 58. So we have here 71.74. So the mean here, x bar is equal to 71.74. Therefore, we want to find the difference between this class mark and this mean. So we have here, we can store this as A, no, if you want. Shift store and then A. So we have only alpha x minus alpha A. So calculate this as 82, no? So 82 minus alpha A, we have, this is just A. So we have 10.26, no? So 10.26. So up to 2 significant figures na lang, guys. So we can just use 2 significant figures. And then we will do this as well for the second row. So the x here is 77. So 77, and then remain the same yung A. So this will be 5.20 28 as 26, sorry, 5.86, and do this as well for the other values. And then we want to find the squares. So we want to find the squares. We have one x minus x bar squares. So we have to square the 10.26. So 10.26 squared, this will be 105.27. So 105.27, and then we have 5.26 squared. So this will be 27.67, 27.67, and so on. And then we want to find the frequency times this. So we have frequency times the square of the difference between the class mark and the mean. So we just want to multiply this 8, no? 8 times 105.27. Okay, so I won't calculate this anymore. This will be 842.16. Ano, if we multiply this 2, and then 12 times 27.6. So this will be 332.04. And then find this as well for the other rows. And then you want to find the summation, no? So the sum of this f times the square of the difference of the class mark and the mean. So this will be equal to, so I have already a calculation here. So this will be, no, so we have 842.16 plus 332.04. We just want to find the sample no, muna. So 1.12, sorry, plus 1.12 plus 292.11 plus we have 853.33. And then, sorry, I just want to add this also over 1 now. So 2320.76. We have 2320.76. So now we will divide this by n minus 1. So we have 58. So actually we can just use this. So we have 58 minus 1, which is n minus 1. So therefore the sample variance, so we calculate the sample variance, which is 40.72. No? So we have 40.72. To find the sample standard deviation, just find the square root of this 40.72. We have 6.38. So therefore, assuming this is what do you call this? This is a normal distribution. Therefore, yung ating data will lie between 71.42 plus or minus 6.38. Ano? So meaning if this is a normal distribution, so if this is our mean, 71.42, then this will be 71.42 minus 6.38, ano? And then this will be 71.42 plus 6.38. So the majority of our data is in between, no, which is 68% approximately in this portion. So that is the spread of your data. Okay. So that's it. So let's move on for the next video, the measures of possession for group data. Okay.